30 seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, yo? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish, and in this video we're going to be going over Usman Garuba's performance in the Team USA versus Team Spain quarterfinals match, in which Team Spain lost to Team USA 81-95. But Usman Garuba had some nice plays here and there, so we're kind of going to go over them. And he also played in the Slovenia game, I think about 4 or 5 days ago. That game was at like 3:20 a.m. I tried to stay up for that. I set an alarm for it. I overslept it, so I only caught the fourth quarter. But I remember seeing that he did kind of like steal the ball against Luka, and he did rack up 3 fouls really quickly, so that also causing him to only play like 8 minutes or so. But that comes from his high energy. He's a ball of energy, Usman Garuba. So yeah, but he also lost against Slovenia in that game as well. But like I said, he didn't play much. And in general, he doesn't really play much because Team Spain is a team of veterans. Obviously, you have the Gasol brothers, you have Ricky Rubio, Sergio Llull, a lot of other guys on that team. So Usman Garuba, only being 19 years old, didn't play too much in that Slovenia game, but he played 16 minutes out of 40 possible minutes. They have 10-point quarters, so he did play a larger amount of minutes in this game versus Team USA. And so this first clip I'll play for y'all is he boxes out Draymond Green and gets the defensive rebound. He was crashing the boards that whole game, and even if he didn't completely secure the rebound, he was really fighting for it. He also did get an offensive rebound where he tapped it out to his teammate. So obviously Garuba is very, very active on the boards, and that's something we definitely need on this team. Another amazing play is that he blocked Jason Tatum. I think that was a highlight of his game, on top of another play that I'll go over. But he blocked Jason Tatum. It did seem that Tatum did have him. Like, he made this move, like this jab step move or whatever, that kind of had Garuba kind of out of place. But then Garuba quickly recovered, and he blocked Jason Tatum. I don't think Tatum was expecting him to recover that quickly, but he did. So that was a really nice play. And Garuba, he didn't really attempt a lot of field goal attempts. He did attempt 2 threes, but he missed both of them. One of them was contested by Draymond Green, and then another one, he was like a little bit wide open, but a person was closing in on him, but he missed both of them. But it's nice to see that he is trying to be aggressive on the offensive side. And a lot of people are speculating, like, when he's like open on the 3-point line, that he's been instructed to shoot it. So that's a nice mentality, and it's nice to see that he has confidence in that area as well. And then another clip that I will show is that Garuba had really nice defensive rotations against a Team USA that has like the best spacing in the Olympics, I would assume. And he did a great job kind of like moving around. He plays the pick and roll really well, so that's one of his strengths. That's one of the strengths that he says. And he said it himself that he thinks he's a better off-ball defender than on-ball defender. And that's a very important trait to have in the NBA. And that's why I think that Usman Garuba won't need to go in the G League just solely because of his defense. I think when Garuba was on the floor, Team Spain was actually like catching up to Team USA. I think Garuba, you could argue that behind Ricky Rubio, who had like 38 points or something crazy like that, he was like kind of the second most impactful player solely because of his defense. His offense, like, obviously isn't there yet, but his defense is very stellar, and the fact that he's holding his own against all-stars of the NBA is really remarkable. And he was also tasked with guarding KD, but he contested KD really well. But KD being KD, he made the shot. I mean, I don't even know how he made that, but he did. And Draymond Green was primarily guarding Garuba. Garuba made a nice move on Draymond Green, but he gets fouled. And the fact that he's been able to kind of hold his own, like I said, against Draymond Green, who's one of the better defenders in the NBA, is nice to see as well. But he got fouled, and he shot 1 of 2 from the line. So That's fine. I mean, like I said, only 19 years old. Then I think one of his better plays was he had a tough putback layup. He lost the ball temporarily, but he got it back quickly and back the layup. Uh, so yeah, that was a really good play by Garuba. So he ended the night with 3 points. He did have a steal. He did have a steal in which he pokes the ball from Bam, causing a turnover. And again, that was in a pick and roll defense. So he did a really good job well. And Garuba, I just realized this like recently, like he has a 7'3" wingspan, and only being 6'8", that really comes to his advantage, and that's why a lot of people are saying he can guard 1 through 5. And whenever there's a kind of like a smaller guard going against him that's trying to blow by him, as seen with Devin Booker, was trying to like Garuba was guarding Devin Booker, and Devin Booker was trying to blow by him, but he just sticks out his left hand to kind of prevent him from doing so, and he did a pretty good job. I mean, Garuba was called for the foul, but Devin Booker did stick his arm out to kind of sell the foul call. But so yeah, I think that's going to become very handy, his wingspan. And like I said, Garuba, he said himself that he loves to put pressure on people, make them uncomfortable. He's a very instinctual guy. I think in an interview when he was asked like how does he know to like rotate and stuff like that, like he just says he just does it, like he doesn't really think about it. So you can see that his instincts are very high for a 19-year-old. And like Stone said, he's considered the best defender outside of the NBA. He said he hates getting scored on. He says it bothers him, and he says he thinks he's the best defender on the court, and that's the kind of mentality you like to see. That you're either the best player on the court, that you're the best defender on the court. That shows you have good confidence. I don't see it as a sign of like arrogance. I think it's just like confidence in your skills, and I like to see that from Garuba. And so yeah, Garuba made nice plays. I think his minute rotation was very like odd. Like the first quarter, he played 1 minute and 40 seconds, where he had 1 block. The second quarter, he played like 5 minutes, where he had 2 rebounds. 1 offensive rebound, 1 defensive rebound. He had 1 turnover, but it didn't really result in anything. And then in the third quarter, he played less than a minute, but he, like I mentioned earlier, he rotated well defensively, forcing pressure, and had a last-second defensive rebound. And that's what he was doing the whole time. Like he was making things uncomfortable for guys, making them shoot tough shots, having to pass at the very last second. So yeah, I think his game is going to translate well in the NBA. In the fourth quarter, this was like kind of the best, where most of his minutes came from. He played 8 minutes, and so yeah, it was kind of interesting to see that the Spain's coach really trusted him to play in that fourth quarter, and Spain was catching back up. But then when it's kind of like a lost cause in those last 2 minutes, he just pulled Garuba out, and so yeah, so it was kind of like a 15-point blowout this game, but. I think Garuba, he did really well. Obviously, like everyone's saying, his offensive game does need some work, but I think with the development from Silas and John Lucas and everyone, I think he'll be completely fine. And Garuba, there is a chance that he could play in the summer league. There's only 4 days left, but since Spain got eliminated from the Olympic tournament, he could play for us. And there is a little slight issue in which we probably have to pay Spain the rest of Garuba's contract, which is 3 million euros, and if in dollars, that's $3.5 million. So I think Tillman Fertitta can do it, either that or give the equivalent amount of Landry's coupons or something. I think either way works, but yeah, I really hope that Garuba plays in the summer league. If he doesn't, that's fine. Because he does need to get rest, because I think he's been playing like constantly, but if he does play in the summer league, maybe like a reduced level of minutes, just so he can kind of recover from playing in the Olympics. But he's a high energy guy, high motor guy. He doesn't get tired easily. So yeah, that's what he prides himself on, and he has very quick hands, good recovery on defense, and that's what you like to see and he's only 19 years old. All our rookies are 19 years old, so that's really incredible. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on Usman Garuba. Do you want to see him play in the summer league? Let me know in the comments. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.